How has the fellowship helped you expand your network?
The fellowship has helped me find my network in the state, but also in the country. I've been able to meet teachers from neighbor islands, some that I've never even been to, complex areas that I just don't frequent in my day-to-day life, but also through Twitter and having that presence there on that social network particularly. I've been able to connect, especially with journalism educators across the country, and we're fighting for a lot of the same things, especially with legislation, and that's been really valuable.
And what skills have you developed through the fellowship?
In the fellowship, of so many skills. A few that stick out for me, one is public speaking and confidence. I used to, even though I'm in front of kids every single day talking to a room of kids, it's not the same when you're talking with adults or presenting some, other maybe heavy content. And I feel that I have fewer heart flutters. There are still some of those times where my heart's like beating in my chest, like, oh my gosh, I'm about to speak. But when I'm up there, I just find my voice and I'm much more confident. So that's one of, I think, the biggest changes that I've noticed within myself. Another skill is, of course, knowing how change works and all of the different levels and stakeholders that need to be activated, or the different routes that need to be thought about depending on what the issue is. So I've been able to clarify that process much more.
What is teacher voice to you, and why does it matter? Why is teacher voice important?
Teacher voice, well, we're the ones on the front lines. We're there with the students every day. We talk to them, we hear their needs, and we're also the ones talking with administrators, other stakeholders. We are in a special position where we can talk with both groups or many groups simultaneously. And teacher voice is really most known when we're listened to, and things happen because of it. I think it's much more powerful when it's a collective teacher voice, because that shows that strength in numbers, that we're working together and that we want to affect change together.
Last question. How has the fellowship experience how did it make you a better teacher for your students?
Well, I'm trying to think of all of the different pieces. When I applied to be in the fellowship, actually, a lot of it was related to the journalism legislation that I'm starting to work on now much more actively in this session. But I really wanted to position my time as a fellow, also working on my journalism teacher voice, I guess, and that's why I focused my first writing piece on the student leadership in my classroom. So I've really wanted to find a way to tell the story of the advisor, because there usually is only 1 to 3 of those advisors at a school at any given time, and we don't have necessarily a strong collective voice together. So I wanted to use this space as a way to activate more of the advisors across the state, so that we could show our students what teacher collaboration looks like, but in the journalism space, so not in like the content ELA space or any other discipline.